Moving on from that, my job is here tonight to welcome you to our first ever Emerald Ball. I know it may be a bit dreary outside, and I know that many of us, not just David, may be sitting after a couple of late nights wondering what's going to be happening with the government process. However, tonight is about having fun. Now, we would on the side like you to raise some money for Havens hospices, but merely by being here, you have already made a huge difference. So tonight, whether you're going to have a go on the raffle, have a punt on the silent auction, or a flutter on our grand auction, please do it with your whole heart and have a really good time, because that's what it's about tonight. I do have a few thank yous to say, so apart from thank you to everyone who is here, I would like to say a huge thank you to our Ladies Committee, who came up with this idea and helped us organise it from beginning to end. So if you're having a great time, please do make sure you go and back them. If you're not having a good time, please go and make sure you raise that with them as well. But thank you to those and all the work that you've done. It really, really helps us to make this evening so special. There's also a thank you to our sponsors. We have tonight with us representatives from Deutsche Bank who have helped us enormously with this evening, and also representatives from Olympus Med who continue to support us over a long period. Sponsors like this and events like this, well, they are about having fun, but also there is a serious side to the work we do. Now, I could stand here and tell you about it from my perspective, but it's my greatest pleasure to introduce to you a mum who uses the services. I'm sure she won't mind referring to her like that. I'd like her to come up and say a few words to you, because it means so much more when it comes from someone who's actually experienced it. So Sarah, do you mind joining us?
Hello, as Vanessa said, my name's Sarah. My husband Rob and I have 3 daughters who are 11, 9 and 5. When our middle daughter Lily was born, I can remember sitting alone in the hospital room with her and thinking this was going to be easy, as I'd done it all before. How wrong I was. From 8 months on, we started to realise she wasn't developing the way all our friends' children were. And finally, at the age of 3, she was diagnosed with an extremely rare condition, which means she will never talk, as she has very limited understanding, will soon not be able to walk, and actually the week after next is having an operation at Great Ormond Street to put a tube into her stomach to enable us to ensure that she takes her daily medicine properly. In time, this will also be her means of feeding, as she's gradually losing her swallow reflex. She's been given a life expectancy of mid to late teens. Shortly after her devastating diagnosis, we were referred to Little Havens. From the very first time we walked through their doors, it felt so welcoming and has become a place of immense comfort to us. We meet other parents who are facing the same difficulties we are, and it has enabled us to have some time to recuperate when we feel that we just can't go on. Many times our other girls have stayed at the hospice with my mum while Lily is in. They all really enjoy it and look forward to it as a great holiday. Twice now we've left Lily for a stay while we've taken our other 2 girls on a short holiday to Southwold. Ordinarily we can't go on the beach. Lily's either too hot or too cold, and she always tries to eat the sand. To be able to know she's left in safe hands and to allow our other girls a chance of a normal holiday without thinking about wheelchair access, feeding problems or medicine has been fantastic for all of us. I've also seen the other side of Little Havens, as I have a really good friend whose daughter, also called Lily, went into the hospice after 4 years of respite care for end-of-life care. The whole family were cared for several months until her little girl finally passed away on Christmas Eve, shortly after her 5th birthday. They were then able to have friends and relatives in to pay their last respects all over the Christmas period until her funeral in the new year. We don't know how much time we have left with our lovely, happy, smiling little girl. When she was diagnosed, mid to late teens seemed so far away that we didn't have to think about it. But all of a sudden, she'll be 10 in August, and that time is drawing ever nearer. No parent ever wants to think of their child dying before them. But if this is the case for us, we know that we want Lily's last days to be spent in Little Havens. Thank you.